Hello, collective. My name is Cheryl. Welcome back to Meta Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and a very Merry Christmas and/or Happy Holidays to you all. I hope I am meeting you well in love and in light, whether you're hanging out with family and friends or whether you're spending today on your own in peaceful solitude. Wherever I'm finding you and you are finding this message, I hope that you are doing well today. So this is my second time coming back to the camera. I actually recorded a message earlier this morning and posted it with the aim of I'm spending my Christmas Day in very peaceful solitude, just taking the day off to eat my favorite food and watch my favorite movies. And it was during the premiere. I don't normally watch when the video premieres, but something said, go take a look, because I was a little suspicious about the mic earlier on. And it was at the point that the video cut out and the audio disappeared. I didn't panic, if that says something. That reading was pretty intense. It involved a very, very emotional King of Cups, male or female. As you know, gender is fluid. And they were having a really difficult time today because they are currently with the karmic co-partner who is coming in as a very, very distorted Queen of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And they were struggling, right, with the appearance that they are trying to keep up, which is becoming harder and harder to do for the most obvious reasons. Everyone is awakened to the truth. So I did what Spirit guided me to do, which was to delete that message. I took a couple hours out to do what I needed to do, and now I'm coming back to the camera to check back in. So before I begin, again, thank you to all of my subscribers, to all of my channel members. Thank you to everyone for their kind donations, for their messages of support and encouragement. But most of all, thank you for supporting these messages from Spirit. And let's see what it is that Spirit wants to share with you at this moment. I will say I was also guided to use a different deck. So Spirit, whoa. Okay, that is a lot. Let's see. Spirit, what is the current message for the collective right now? What is the current message? What is going on? I can't make it up. That King of Cups is now the King of Wands. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. And I immediately was drawn to the lizard that's at their feet. So this is someone who is coming in as lower vibrational, male or female. This person is on the defensive. There's almost this energy of arrogance that's coming from this card right now. Again, completely different to this morning, where I feel it was the same energy that was coming in as a King of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, someone who was deeply emotional. I'm going to say emotionally conflicted about everything that had been revealed, about everything that is going on. Okay, because this King of Wands is now in an argumentative energy. Okay, this is fire energy, almost at its most destructive, because this is an energy right now that feels as if they have nothing to lose. Okay. And really, when you feel that you have nothing to lose, I kind of feel this came up a few readings ago too. You're prepared to do or say anything, right? You're really not operating with any kind of mandate, with any kind of direction. And again, looking at this lizard between this individual's legs, and even the defiant way that they're holding on to that staff and staring out at the collective. This is someone who is, I just heard, is standing their ground, Okay. The Seven of Wands was present in the reading this morning. So this individual is still defending themselves. Okay. This is what I'm getting also from this one card. So the energy, the emotions of that distorted King of Cups from earlier this morning has now shifted into a fiery King of Wands. This is someone who is standing their ground. This is someone who is speaking their truth. But again, I'm being drawn down to the lizard. Whatever it is that they're saying, they're coming across as arrogant. They're coming across as argumentative. This is someone who just doesn't care. Yeah, the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. We have more fire energy. Okay, so there is a lot of discussion. I heard furious discussion, fast discussion. There's a lot of fast moving energy around this individual, and it's surrounding their wish fulfillment, which is you. Nine of Cups to the Two of Cups. Again, this came in right away. And for those of you who may have saw the beginning of that premiere, okay, I think it maybe showed the first 10 minutes or so. If you remember that, you might, if you were resonating with that, you're probably connecting the dots here. But this is for someone who knows that they were chosen. Okay. And I do feel that is you, the collective, because this is what the arguing, the fight was about earlier on today. Yeah. Because someone has been called out for cheating, for spying, for lying. Okay. On a Queen of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is you. Okay. Someone has been called out for lying and for cheating on you. Remember, gender is fluid. Do I think it's a coincidence that the King of Cups, a distorted King of Cups, was the energy that was coming in first thing this morning, along with that distorted Queen of Wands? Absolutely not. Because their intention there was, again, maintaining that facade with the distorted Queen of Swords. But their aim was about you. Everyone knew this. Wherever it is they are right now, I don't think they're even bothering to try to hide it. Okay? Something has switched from this morning to now. Now, it is Christmas Day. A lot of people are probably dealing with a multitude of family, of friends, maybe even of colleagues. There's a lot of different people, a lot of different energies that this individual might be coming into contact with. Because I'm also drawn to that plane, if you're able to see it, that's up in the corner of the card. There is news about this distorted King of Wands that is traveling. I'm looking at the Eight of Wands energy again. There is energy, there is movement surrounding this individual, male or female, and it's about their wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups to the Two of Cups, surrounding you. And it feels as if this is someone from your past because they're being called out for being a liar, a cheat. Seven of Swords to the Queen of Cups. And I definitely feel that you are that Queen of Cups, male or female collective. You're calm, compassionate. In the previous reading, you were coming in as the Nine of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I felt the need to say that because even though this Queen of Cups is here, you could be very single. You could be supporting yourself. You could be doing well for yourself because this individual, that Nine of Pentacles energy, was not paying attention to that distorted King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. That Nine of Pentacles was focused on themselves. And I feel that this is you again coming in as a higher vibrational Queen of Cups to that Two of Cups to the Nine of Cups. You are still this distorted King of Wands wish fulfillment. If they wanted anything at Christmas, all this person wanted was you. Okay? Because everyone has a new perspective of you. This is Piscean energy. Again, this is the energy that first showed up this morning, but now it's followed by the Tower, Scorpionic energy, because everyone knows the truth. This isn't like awakenings. It's realization after realization about what this distorted King of Wands was really up to when it came to you and what they planned to do all along And to show you I can't make this up, there's the Queen of Wands. Whoop! It's the Queen of Swords. I said the Queen of Wands, right? Because I feel that this is how that energy started out, male or female. They started out as the other woman, the other person to whatever situationship or whatever scenario it is that you feel that you are connecting to, because she's still pissed off. Queen of Swords to the Tower energy, to the Eight of Wands, to the Queen of Cups, because everyone is still talking about you. And she knows that her distorted King of Wands, not only did they lie about you within this Seven of Swords, they're still spying on you and they are still watching you today. And all I keep hearing in my head is that Christmas song, all I want for Christmas is you. And that's all this distorted King of Wands wants, which is why he and that distorted Queen of Swords, who they're currently in separation from, are up in arms today. Whatever facade, picture they thought they could carry through for one day, right? Yeah, they're showing me the Ten of Cups. I feel that these two could be married, they could be living together. If it's not a sexual relationship, it's an intimate relationship of some kind. Maybe they're family members, close friends. I heard companions, whatever that might mean. It's about creating a united front, this 10 of Cups. Now, this was pivotal in the first reading as well. There's something about maintaining a facade of happiness, except everyone knows it's untrue. More water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So pure scorponic energy, transformation, death, in some cases, destruction. It's supposed to lead to a rebirth, right? But this isn't about rebirth. This is about someone, again, I'm looking at this distorted King of Wands, who's being called out for their many one night stands as a Knight of Wands. And if it's not one night stands, impulsive actions, right? This is my card of lighting fires and hiding the matches, calling the fire brigade and then pretending like you didn't know how the fire started. You're at a loss. You're just there to help, right? That's the energy coming from this card. And again, your King of Wands could be male or female, the same as that distorted Queen of Swords. I'm just calling out the genders on the cards for ease. Then everyone has a whole new perspective about you, as we know, about this distorted Queen of Swords, about this distorted King of Wands, but most of all, this karmic duo, this karmic couple, have a new perspective about each other. And this is where the fighting, the arguing, this is where the deception is starting to sneak in. Yeah, I'm looking at the Magician energy, Gemini energy, to the Two of Pentacles, balancing, multitasking, to the Wheel of Fortune, to the Two of Wands, to the Three of Swords, rupture, separation, sorrow, right? Things have come to an end for this karmic duo, but there is a need to maintain some type of facade, to keep something going. What they want people to see, though, is not what people are seeing, particularly today. So maybe this karmic duo are fighting, maybe they're being cold towards each other, maybe they're being distant. There is something that is absolutely being noticed by the individuals that are around them within that high, I went to say high priestess, within this hangman energy. So the secrets that they think that they are keeping or were keeping, they're not keeping at all. What I'm seeing here is everyone knows exactly who that distorted King of Wands is. This distorted Queen of Swords, though, she's out on the table on her own. It's almost as if she is trying to push away, separate herself from everything that is occurring surrounding this distorted King of Wands. So again, it's that same energy, right? I feel that whatever this distorted King of Wands was doing, this distorted Queen of Swords knew about it. And I feel that's part of the new perspective, this hangman energy that everyone is carrying surrounding this karmic duo, this karmic couple as well. These are two people that have been completely outed, okay? And again, whatever fake 10 of cups they were hoping to use to get through today while they were are surrounded by family and friends. Again, everyone is having tower moments to the hangman energy, to the 2 of cups, to the Queen of Swords, to the King of Wands. Everyone knows the truth. But again, the strongest energy about this truth is the reckless and impulsive, and I heard one night stands that this distorted King of Wands has been having, committing, doing within that Knight of Wands energy, that this distorted Queen of Swords, she's furious about. It's because everyone knows. That's why she's angry. This is someone who knew about what was going on. Please, collective, don't get it twisted. Yeah, she made a choice. 2 of Wands, and it's a choice that she's now regretting, right? This is why she's looking out over the ocean. And this is why, again, she's separate on this table. She's looking away from this distorted King of Wands, away from this karmic family, this karmic group, this community, whatever it is. She's trying to chart her own way out of the situationship. But I don't feel she has any choices. Yeah, and I feel that she realizes that. Wheel of Fortune, because things are not turning in her direction whatsoever, right? And she is currently multitasking her money, 2 of Pentacles energy. Okay, so there is still that issue between the 2 of them surrounding cash. Someone was behaving like a Knight of Wands with the money. That came in right away. Knight of Wands to the 2 of Pentacles. But the way that it's placed on the table, it's between the distorted King of Wands to the distorted Queen of Swords. So I feel this duo, this couple, they were spending above their means. So this is another issue that this distorted couple that they're facing today on Christmas Day of all days. Yeah, can't make it up. We've got the sun. It's because the truth has been completely revealed. There's nothing left to hide. Okay, Leo energy. They asked me to place that between the distorted Queen of Swords to the 2 of Cups. Everyone knows the real truth about this karmic couple, this karmic duo. And it does feel like a married couple. Okay. And if they're not married, they're living together. There's something that they are intimately involved in. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance Angel, Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, looking for healing, looking for balance, looking for moderation. And I heard they see you as the Earth Angel. Temperance, and I remembered this after I closed out the last reading because it has been coming up a lot. This could also relate to an interracial relationship. And maybe this is what has been a large part of the pushback you experienced if you were dealing with both or either of these energies, which is why you're here today. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I've got Temperance to the 10 of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. So maybe the reason why your relationship or your situationship with this individual came to an end because of maybe your race, your religion, your belief system. Maybe this individual had a different belief system from you. Looking at that Ace of Swords, more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That is absolute clarity, truth to the 10 of Pentacles, to the Temperance energy. But they've definitely asked me to share that. So I feel whatever it was that was used, maybe to pull you away or set you apart from your person of interest and or this family, this community, this group of friends, it's been outed, right? Sun energy to the distorted Queen of Swords, because she is also having to defend herself against this hangman energy, this new perspective of everything that was done to you. Tower energy to that distorted King of Wands to the distorted Queen of Swords. Everybody knows the truth. Sun energy, it's blown up in their faces this Christmas. And again, this distorted King of Wands has transitioned from this morning from a very, very emotional King of Cups into now this fiery, almost argumentative energy. I feel as if this person is almost daring others around them to challenge them, looking at this Knight of Wands, which I wouldn't advise them doing. I'll be honest with you, right? It's probably an awkward enough situation at the Christmas dinner table as it is already. Everyone looking at this couple, this duo, knowing exactly who they are, while they're sitting there trying to present a different picture, a different story from the truth. 10 of Cups to the Tower energy. Is there anything else the collective should be aware of? We have Virgo energy here with the Hermit. People have gone within about this. I don't feel anyone's trying to question this duo, this couple anymore, trying to argue with them. They asked me to place it on top of the Hangman. Everyone knows the truth, right? Hangman energy to the Hermit energy. Everybody knows exactly what's going on. I think the question is, for the people around this karmic duo, this karmic couple, looking at that Wheel of Fortune, is just how long are they going to keep it up? Because maybe this couple, this duo, don't realize how far they've pushed themselves to the outside. 5 of Pentacles energy. And then I got immediately corrected. They do, right? 5 of Pentacles. They're also struggling financially, which has been an ongoing theme. But I feel that that's part and parcel. Yeah, that's karma. Justice card to the 4 of Swords, to the 5 of Pentacles, surrounding everything that they did to you, right? But this karma is also not just about you, okay? It's also about the fact that this couple, this duo, have been oversharing with a multitude of other people. 6 of Pentacles energy, more earth energy to that 5 of Pentacles, right? Which is another reason why this couple is struggling financially while they're broke. And there he is. Oh, look at this. And there is the King of Cups to the King of Swords. The 2 kings that were in the reading from this morning. So we have a King of Wands, a King of Cups, and a King of Swords. Except in this afternoon's reading, in this current energy, I am seeing 3 different kings. I am seeing 3 different kings, followed by the High Priestess energy, that Piscean energy, right? Followed by the Ace of Cups to the 10 of Swords, a brand new beginning, some type of start and happiness that has come to a very tragic and painful ending involving a multitude of energies, which is why everyone is struggling today with the Strength card, that Leo energy, which also appeared this morning, and why everyone is in a 4 of Cups, experiencing discontentment and unhappiness. And they're experiencing that. They're bringing me back to that distorted Queen of Swords, who's now coming in as a distorted Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Swords, male or female, was the other woman, the other man, the other person that was involved in your life, that interfered in your life, that maybe your past person chose over you, because they've been called out for a series, finally, of dishonorable victories within that 5 of Swords energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, to try to have a new beginning that was based on your back and that was literally stolen from you. That's what I'm hearing, okay? These 3 kings, they are all distorted. And again, they're all coming in as separate energies. So I do feel that this could definitely be a family situation, a group, a community. It is some type of unit. That distorted Queen of Swords has also been called out as a distorted Queen of Wands for being the other woman, for being the other energy to that distorted King of Wands, the counterpart, right? And between the 2 of them, with the distorted Knight of Wands energy and that 5 of Swords energy, They used a series of dishonorable victories using other people in order to achieve things that rightfully did not belong to them. And if you have been resonating with this, belong to you. Or again, maybe you're one of these individuals, right? Only take what resonates, okay? So I'm going to the wisdom of the oracle now to see if there is any more information or advice Spirit would like to share with us. Yeah, they all need a leg up on Christmas Day. Every single one of them. They've all been called out for what they did to you. And in calling out what they did to you, it led to them being called out for things that they did to other people. There it is. That's why there's the appearance of all of those other kings. And again, gender is fluid, right? You could be dealing with a multitude of queens and one king. But that distorted Queen of Swords, she has been called out for being that distorted Queen of Wands, for being the other energy, for being the other woman who co-partnered with the distorted King of Wands in order to have a series of dishonorable victories and a fake new start by stealing it from you. And everyone that they recruited in all of this are now part of this Ten of Swords. They've all stuck backs. They've all stuck backs. They've all stuck swords in each other's backs. And they've all had swords stuck in theirs. I feel that if this is a family, no one trusts each other right now. And if this is a group or friend circle, everyone's sidelining each other. We have regeneration here. This is my equivalent of the Death card. They've watched you move through a rebirth. They're watching you be blessed. They're looking at all that glitters to a fork in the road. So they see you still as someone to be prized, as someone to be admired, as someone to be watched. But they're at a fork in the road because they are still dealing with their own karma. And they are still trying to look for ways in order to find a way to somehow escape the situationship that they're in with this Imagine card. But again, at least for today, at least during this Christmas season, all of these energies find themselves stuck with each other. But most importantly, in terms of this reading, stuck with the thoughts and the revelations of, and all of the betrayals that were done against you. Tower card to the Ten of Swords. So I am going to leave this reading here for today and begin now my own Christmas. I do the whole family shebang thing, and it's also the patriarch of my family's birthday. So we combine it all on Boxing Day. So I will not be on camera tomorrow, or at least that's not the plan. So however you are spending the rest of your Christmas day, please do so with an open heart and with love. And if you're resonating with any of this, I hope this information brings you clarity, brings you wisdom, but most of all, brings you some kind of peace. And if this reading did not resonate for you, then thank you again for being so graceful, for sticking through until the very end. And maybe the next time I see you, that reading will be the one for you. I am wishing everyone all the love and all the light today. Thank you again for your patience surrounding earlier this morning. But again, after this reading, I can see why I was called not to question it, but again, I'll be back again soon. Take care of yourselves as well as each other. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.